Hey everyone, Jack with Cryton Chronicles, back with another iJack A to Z 2017 challenge entry. Today's letter is X, and the subject I'm going with is, I think, X-Files, because X was a pain in the ass for almost across the board except for my Generation Jack blog. And I think I did X-Files last year on 2016, but that was written form. This is video form, and I'll probably have a very shortened version because it's almost 11:30 at night. I haven't showered, hence the hat because I feel gross. Look at, oh my gosh, it's disgusting. Ugh. Haven't showered. I got it running. I just never got in it. But and I didn't have enough time, and so yeah, I finished up my fiction, and I just want to get this out. So X-Files was one of my favorite shows for a long time, through the 80s and 90s. I think it was 89 it came out, but I don't know for sure. Maybe it was earlier, but it was around that late 80s, early 90s. And it was a show I watched all the time with my family, mainly my grandmother and such. So yeah, I love the characters, the actors, David Duchovny, Gillian Anderson, the people who play the lone gunmen. I don't know their names, I think, except for like one or two of them. But yeah, I liked almost all the characters. I watched it pretty religiously. If I couldn't see it, my grandma would record it for me. So I still have VHSs somewhere around here, maybe in storage, I'd imagine, with a bunch of recorded episodes on there. And some of my favorite episodes. I think it was like a season 3 finale or something that I watched a ton of. I think it was season 3. I can't quite remember. It had the X character. He was one of my favorite characters on that show. And yeah, so obviously Fox Mulder is one of my favorite as well, and the Lone Gunman, as you already heard me say. Yeah, so I don't know. I really like the show. I like that a lot of it was written by, I think a lot of people don't know, but I believe it was written by and maybe produced later on, or maybe even early on, by oh I can't remember his name. The guy that wrote Breaking Bad, I believe, and I can't remember now his name. I want to say Glenn or something. I don't know. But either way, I should have looked that up. But I'm in a rush. So yeah, I as much as I was an X-Files fan, I didn't watch the entire series. I didn't see the last two seasons, except for like key episodes, and then the finale, series finale. So yeah, and there's some reasons for that I'm kind of leaving out due to like girlfriend watching this and she hasn't really seen it yet. So yeah, we started watching on Netflix. We got up to season 5. Watched the first movie. I love the first movie, Fight the Future. Um, First, I think that was its official name. I don't know if it's just X Files a movie, but it had the tagline "Fight the Future." But I've watched that movie. Well, I can watch it over and over. I've already watched it a ton, so I was really excited to finally get to watch that with her. And at first, she wasn't, I don't think, totally into it. But then throughout the first season, sorry, X Files in general, uh, she started to really get into it, and she liked the movie, which is great. And yeah, and despite not seeing the whole series completely, I did go see the second movie, and that had to be uh, one of the biggest disappointments for me in some time, because it had been rumored for so long, and it was going to be coming out, and finally it was like happening after all the talk, and it was just a disappointment to me. I mean, I still thought it was okay, but in terms of what I felt that they should have done and everything, it was kind of more just like you just watched an semi-glorified episode on the big screen. And no joke, when when it ended and the credits ran, I I thought the end credits were like so well done. I was like, I just watched this an X-Files movie, and I'm like, and I think I like the end credits better than the entire movie. And that was messed up. I was in the theater like, this isn't right. And then if you see the end scene, there's like an end credit scene, and it was just like, to me, it was kind of like a slap in the face. Like, okay, like not even they took themselves seriously in this whole thing, and it was just done to do it, and then that was going to be it. I don't know. Either way, I felt pretty robbed. So yeah, but otherwise, yeah, we heard that the new season was starting up, just a little 6-episode reboot season or such, and so that's when we started off pretty heavy plowing through the first few seasons of the X-Files, and then kind of petered off after, especially after watching the movie, because that's kind of where I wanted to get to, and then we only got like 1 or 2 episodes into season 6, and then just kind of fell off it, and off of almost everything. We're like so behind on shows, but now on the 1st of April, I think it was, they freaking pulled it off the Netflix, so that sucked, and that really sucks because I want to go through the entire thing before I watch, because I have not yet watched the soft reboot, and I think I've heard that they're going to be bringing it back in general, because I guess it was pretty successful. I've heard mixed reviews on the new season, but yeah. So unfortunately, I'll have to find some way to finish out the seasons with her, and we can hopefully catch up and then watch the soft reboot, and then if they're obviously, hopefully, maybe bringing it back, keep up on it as it airs, maybe even depending. So, but yeah. So, X-Files, one of my favorite TV shows, and yeah. Do you remember watching X-Files, or did you ever watch the X-Files? What's your level? What would you rate it out of 1 to 10? Or just, did you really like it? Did you not have any interest in it? Um, did you watch either of the movies? If so, what did you think of them? And yeah, it's hard to say, oh, I'll leave comments spoiler free in a way, but preferably if you could, just because I haven't seen the new soft reboot in a lot of the last two seasons, I want to say, and neither is she, and I know she'll be watching and reading these, so, but if you could, that'd be awesome with that. But if you did happen to see, well, like, what did you think of the entire series overall? Did you think it remained strong? Do you think it kind of just drifted after time? With the new season, I think, like I said, the 6-episode reboot, was it good? Did it live up to what expectations you might have had, or did it not? And if they are coming out with another season of it, are you still excited about that regardless, or are you kind of just now done with it? Like, well, you did this, you weren't too interested in it, the 6 episodes were kind of whatever, the soft reboot, so you're just done. So, I don't know, leave your thoughts below, and yeah, in the comments I will have the links for the blog, for the A to Z, the Facebook page, and where this post will appear on the iJack blog of the Cryton Chronicles. So if you like this video, leave a thumbs up, and yeah, click subscribe if you want to get more content. Until next time, take care.